Welcome back to another episode of The Good Company.
Yay.
Me and Nick, we're good and we're in
Company.
We're a company.
That doesn't really work.
But we're good and nice.
Yes.
Yes. And we're back by the football statue thing.
Our new favorite place.
Our new favorite place. It's a couple of blocks from the office, so we sneak out to the football statue. I'm just babbling, aren't I? Welcome to The Good Company, where we rant and babble about stuff that we feel like babbling about. And compared to me, you went to Gamescom.
Yay! Yeah.
To film Gillen and Bengt running around.
Yeah, and I'd say it was the most stressful Gamescom and convention I've been to overall, but as always there was a lot of
people there.
Yes, there was more people and actually stopped, like closed the door so people couldn't get in at one point.
Instant. There have been videos on YouTube of people filming down into the throng.
Yeah.
275,000 visitors.
That was pretty crazy.
And the convention hall fits, I think it was 60,000 was the max number. So
you could feel that there was more people this year, and yeah. But there's nice stuff as well. So
mostly the business area where people like us can sneak back.
Well, we did a couple of things in the hall as well that I liked, but it was just when you can't stay there for long because you feel like you're getting squashed.
Yeah.
By sweaty nerds. That's not something that's nice to do. But back to the fun stuff. The first thing I want to say is Sideway, which I think they launched the first trailer for it at Comic-Con. It's a PSN game where you are this little guy who's graffitied onto the walls, and then you jump around, and it's very clever platformer where instead of like the way you go from wall to wall is then you walk around a corner and then you follow like the corner around. So it is like you're attached to the wall. And then of course if there's a thing on the wall, then you can't just walk through that because it blocks you. And the
trailer looked amazing.
Yeah.
The thing that I wondered about it, you played it.
Yeah.
And it felt like, even though it was a really amazing trailer, I wonder, how fun is it? It looked kind of, okay, this gimmick is gonna get old.
It's a lot of fun. It's like, it looks just as amazing, and just playing something that looks amazing is very nice. And I mean, I was having a lot of fun playing it. It's a great platformer. There's a couple of things that they need to touch up, but it's not out now, so they have time, and they seem to know what things were needed to be fixed. So I'm very looking forward to getting that, and I'm just happy because I played 2 games at Gamescom and it managed to be the 2 games I wanted to try the most probably, and it happened to, so it was like at the end of the day where we actually had 2 minutes to try something, so that was awesome. And the other one I got to try was the next Joe Danger game, or Joe Danger! Which was a PSN exclusive as well, but now the guys are doing a sequel to that, and they don't have a publisher, and they don't know to come out on what. So they might be a PC, might be Xbox, might be PS3, might be all of them. And it was like 5 guys who were living in London who had taken their van, driven to Gamescom, brought their own TV and couch and all their stuff, and printed T-shirts themselves, and they were trying to show the game off to the public. So they were very nice guys, and they built on a game that I really loved. I think it's an overlooked PSN game.
We gave it a lot of love on Game Reactor in general. It was.
I actually talked to them about, not necessarily with Game Reactor, but they didn't get a lot of reviews or from a lot of places, but a few sites did, and then from there on, just word of mouth actually built that they actually did quite well with that game. So that's nice, and I really hope that we get to see this game. It's sad to see a good game that we might not get. I mean, when we get games that are bad.
Yeah.
So I really hope we get to see that.
Anything else?
The other thing was, for once, we were at the Sony press conference, and I'm a big Infamous fan, of course, and they showed this trailer where they were like, "Oh, we're showing this new game coming out this year," and I was like, watching the trailer, I was like, that looks a bit like Infamous stuff, and like, is that Cole running? And it said Sucker Punch and things, like, it can't be, because they're saying like it's coming out now, and then it's this DLC kind of thing for Infamous 2, which it looked cool, but I still am not sure the whole vampire thing. It could be very awesome. Like, did you play Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption?
I have it, but I actually never.
Because
played
that
it.
was, I'm not a zombie fan, but I thought that was hilarious and great and all that stuff. So it could turn out that way, or it could turn out, as Jillian said, Twilight. I hope it's not gonna go that way. That would be sad.
If it goes that way,
I don't know what it'll
you'll
do.
never hear the end of it. You've been talking about. We've been doing Good Company together now. I don't know how many episodes, like
7?
yeah, something like that together.
8 maybe?
And you've been talking about Infamous
Almost every time.
Almost every time.
Yeah. I mean,
So
but
if it turns out to be Twilight-style vampire,
but it
then-
is Sucker Punch, and they have done good stuff so far.
Yeah.
So, and it's coming out soon, so that's going to be interesting to see. And then they had the new Vita games. Jillian got to see the black and white with what is that called? Escape Plan. I didn't really get to see that proper, but that sounded cool and looked cool.
It looks really
Jillian got hands on with it and got to talk to the developer.
Yeah,
and
there's a preview up on the UK site. Just so you know.
So that sounds cool. And then they showed Resistance Vita, which is like the first proper first-person shooter. Which was one of the things I was excited about with the Vita was, are we able to do Call of Duty online, all that stuff. And it's not 100% like sitting with a controller, but it's pretty damn close.
Yeah.
So that's...
dual analog sticks and first-person shooter. Yes, please.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And I love the whole thing building on... I mean, now we have Resistance 3, and it's not doing that. It's, if you want more, you can play on the Vita and get a more story. And it seemed to be working well, and it's the same thing that they do with Uncharted, where you can do like the normal control style with dual analogs and buttons, but you can also, there's situations where you can tap on the screen to do a melee attack, for instance. So instead of you having to find that button. So there's things where before you try it, you're like, I just want to play with the sticks and that's it. And then when you actually try it, there's once in a while where you're like, oh, it's easier just to do a quick tap on the screen on the front and back. So, and you're not forced to do that. So it has a lot of potential, I think. It could turn out very well, but let's see how the support is for the Vita. I'm getting so excited now that I'm frightening myself, because I can only be disappointed. And then they said, we did a Jim Ryan interview, the new head of Sony Europe, which was very cool. And of course he said the whole thing with that we're not getting the Vita this year in Europe, so but next year. Sounds like February, March kind of thing. So yeah, looking forward to that now. Let's just get it.
Give it to me.
Yeah. But what about you? We did a Gamescom show. Is there anything else that has happened outside Gamescom that you...
Gamescom has been the big thing.
Yeah.
We kind of went from, like, every news piece you were going to write was more information at Gamescom.
Yeah.
And then the week after, of course, more information at PAX.
Yeah. Now it's PAX, and then Call of Duty XP, which I would have loved to have gone to. And then Tokyo Game Show. So it's
Tokyo Game Show, in September.
So it's crazy, and then it's quiet.
Until February.
Yeah, but we have all the games coming, I guess, this fall. That's going to be exciting. The season has started now, and it's going to be fun seeing all the games.
The season looks good again, most definitely.
Yeah.
Today, when we're filming this, I'm going to go pick up my copy of Deus Ex, I think, on the way home.
We got Resistance in the office.
No. So.
And some other games that I'm not sure we can actually say what we've gotten. So.
We have games in the office.
So that's going to be exciting.
Stay tuned.
Yes. Yeah, is that it?
I think so. Is that it for the Good Company?
I think it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You did well.
Bye.
Get out of here.